Hey guys, welcome to today's video. We're gonna hop into all things blush. I have the best of the best, both high-end and drugstore. Blush is having a moment. You're seeing it in every form, everywhere, from a matte finish, a plumping finish, a smoothing finish, a velvet finish, a juiced up finish. We've got it all. We're gonna focus on creams because I went on Sephora and I was shocked to find 246 results when you simply type in blush. Blush used to be a thing that in the industry, it was a bit of a throw out, like, who's gonna buy a blush? Really, you think you're gonna do a launch with a blush? Like, that won't work. That was actually like a memorable conversation I had with a few brands. Behind the scenes was like, no one buys blush. So it's just really interesting to see now where we're at with the trends. And I feel like glossy, glowy skin, less on the eyes, even though today I'm like a little bit, but it's just more skin focused. And I think that's where blush came in and had the big moment that it is still having. Speaking of the eyes, really quickly, I do want to let you guys know because I just tried this out and I'm shocked by how good this formula is from Moira. They just launched a cream shadow and we're talking all things cream right now. I may as well share with you guys what is on my eyes. How stunning. So if you were curious at all, just cream, and I will list it below. These are on Amazon. These are not expensive. That's why I wanted to give a quick shout out because they perform top shelf, but they are something that I personally find at my local grocery store. So there you have that. Okay, recently I went into Sephora on a mission looking for all of the new blushes. I have been trying them, swatching, playing, doing all the things. I am gonna focus on creams today because that's kind of the trend at the moment and there are so many of them, but I do want to share with you guys, I finally picked these up. I have been dying to try these and I'm not on Dior's PR anymore. So I went in and I bought the full meal deal and I am planning on doing a try on over on TikTok. I am active over there. I literally just tried a new mascara today and posted it and I'm having fun with kind of quicker reviews. So if you want to check me out there, I finally cannonballed in, took the leap, and I'm having fun because I have a lot to say when it comes to makeup and there's a lot to try. So let's dive in here with the cream goodness. I do have high-end and drugstore as mentioned. I want to start out with Moira. This is so underrated. Oh my gosh, I just talked about the cream shadows. That was such a coincidence. I am really into this brand because of its price tag for one, but the formula specifically on the creams is really outstanding. My favorite shade is Loveheat Cream Blush in I Respect You. I also tried this one on over on TikTok in like a little get ready with me if you want to see it tried on over there. It's a little bit of an inspired by moment of the Tower 28. Now, Tower 28 just came out with a violet blush that looks so gorgeous that I actually really want to try. This formula, you guys, is so nice. It just blends and is a little bit juicy. It has a little bit of that satin feel finish. It's a little more glossy than most. So if you're looking to be glossed up on the skin, you want to skip the highlight, you want something really juicy, this is such a beautiful, beautiful formula. You can absolutely use it on the lips too. And they have some of the best colors. Now, sticking with the juicy theme, I am shocked by this. Oh my gosh, this is the right kind of juice. This is what I am wearing today, and this is amazing. It is the texture of lip gloss, but when you put it on, it somehow sinks in and is not gloppy. It's just perfection. This is the shade Rose, and this is the Maracuja Juicy Blush, and I just could not even believe that I liked this the way that I did, because normally these shinier blushes are absolutely not for me. There are a couple more shades. I'll show an insert here, a brighter pink, and then there's a deeper shade that I got, and I believe there's one more. And when you go on Sephora.com, it says online only, but I bought mine in store. I don't know how that happened, but it did. We're gonna stick with this says that it's a matte finish. I feel like it's still like satiny, a little juicy. And what's up next is from Danessa Myricks. Now, I don't have like a top 10 or like, these are my favorites, these are not. It's more like what I'm in the mood for with whatever look I'm going for. If I want to do like the glossy look or if I want a more matte finish from a cream. If you want a more matte finish from a cream, the Danessa Myricks is the best. This formula is definitely more muted down, a lot of really bright shades, and I just cannot say enough. I know I've talked about this one quite a bit. You can feel it has that kind of dimethicone blurring texture just on swatch contact. So if you're in Sephora and you're like, I'm confused, what's the difference between like the really juicy and shiny and a matte cream? You might be thinking in your mind, how is a cream matte? Like, how is it drying down that way? Go and touch it, swatch it on your hand and see if you like that kind of a texture. I do love how blendable these creams are from Danessa. They are just, oh my gosh. Like, I traveled with all of these recently because I just love them. I do have things to say that are negative about some cream blushes. I used to not like creams ever. It was like, no, I'm not doing that. I don't like it. I just felt like it really bulked up. If you're someone that likes super baking the face, which used to be a trend, if you're putting a cream on top of that, it can just pill up and get gunky. But I feel like the formulation of makeup for the face has changed so much that it makes sense to be able to use a cream. So my mind has changed. But in the past, whenever I was sent a cream, I was like, I don't want this. With the exception of, and I'm sure you guys already know, Honest Beauty. I have the old packaging, the new packaging. She has new shades available that I have not yet ordered. I need to. I love them. This shade right here, Rose Pink, is my absolute die-hard favorite. And I'm telling you, on the lips, dang, is this like such a gorgeous, sophisticated, pretty pink nudie situation that will just brighten up and beige pink up any lip that you have on. If you've ever lined your lip, you put on a lipstick that you're like, ooh, like something looks too dark and is kind of making me look a little hard and a little too angular and I want to soften up my look. This is the kind of color that is so complimentary almost to highlight the center of the lip and then fan out. I really love this. Love it on the cheeks, obviously, as well. And then I do want to say I'm only mentioning the ones that I am reaching for and loving when it comes to cream blush. This is my hit list. This is a favorites. These are all the different variety of formulation. And if you don't see it here, out of the current stuff, this is just not it for me at the moment. Okay, I bought this again. This was one of those things where I was like, I did a full face of Rare Beauty. I didn't really like this. And everybody was like, try it differently. Just try it, try it. And I was in Sephora and I caved because I just saw one too many people online using this and it looked so beautiful. And I'm actually so happy that I repurchased. This is the shade Virtue. I get it. Like, I fully get it now. I think this has such a nice finish. It's so glossy, but it's so thin. The texture really is this serum-like texture that glides on in, sinks on in like a second skin. Almost completely undetectable, doesn't even look like makeup. You can build it up. I don't know why I didn't like this before. I think I was still in my, I don't like cream blush phase, but this one is so good, specifically this color. Which brings me to this right here because sounds like a little shaker or something in here. From Saie. Oh my goodness. Dew Blush in Rosy and Dew Blush in Chili. This is kind of the same thing. It's a little bit thicker in texture. It's not as serum-y. It's like kind of a hybrid between the juicy creamy situation and a serum. You kind of get the best of both. The pigmentation's a little bit louder than the Rare Beauty. These colors are so beautiful. Again, I don't think I liked it the first time I did it. Funny how trends and the way you apply your makeup can change, and then that changes your opinion, because now I'm like all freaking about it. I'm like, give me the lip glossy blushes, love it. Okay, one that I haven't tried. I almost wanted to put it on here right now. Do I? No, I love my makeup today. I'm so curious to try this. I just wanted to like give a mention. I was over watching Sofia Richie use this on her wedding day and I'm like, the shade Picante. Picante everything. You guys know I am a salsa queen. I love the Olive and June Picante nail polish and I'm like, oh, Picante blush. Like everything Picante, everything is spicy. So I'm really excited to try this one out. It looked so gorgeous and I love the idea of like this extreme bright, like kind of red orange blush. I think it would be pretty. I really want to put it on right now. Just, where am I going? Let's just kind of do this just for a second. Yeah, man, that's hot. I love that color. I already know I love the formula of nude sticks. Do you guys love that or what? That's pretty. While I was pulling out all of my blushes for this video, I'm like, hey, there is a little friend that I have not tried. Beautiful. I also am working out blush placement, you guys. It's a whole thing. So many of you guys are like, try the high blush trend. And on me, here's my issue. If I get under the eyes at all, this line right here just is exaggerated. So I can't do like the blush on the edge and then powder and have it look good in any lifetime. Like it's just not going to happen. So yeah, I'm trying to figure out, but I had a theory. And also I just want to say one thing really like boldly to think about when it comes to makeup. Try the trend. Remember that your face is your face and not a trend. Sometimes things are going to look good on some people and they won't look great on the next person because we're all unique and that's okay and that is great. So embrace your face and what works for you. Have fun with the trends, but if it doesn't look good, toss it out. You know what I'm saying? I look crazy when I do like big, thick eyebrows because my face is just not naturally made for that. And I can't pull like a lot of dark shadow underneath the eye or I just look psychotic actually. And there are just things that don't work for certain eye shapes, face shapes, all of that. I do feel like I don't want you to be fooled looking at your phone and thinking that high blush always looks the same in person because when you're on the iPhone, things do look a little bit distorted. Like our faces look different than they do in real life. So sometimes I will be doing like a little get ready with me or trying to learn how to film on the iPhone and I'll put the blush really high up and I'm like, dang, that looks so nice. Like I look so good like this. And then I go to the bathroom mirror and I'm like, I do not. And this is just not for me. And that's kind of how it was with like putting blush on the nose. Like that was a trend. Maybe it still is. Do you guys do it? But hey, it's makeup. Like have fun with it, whatever. Okay, back to the blush. I still love these so much. Now these you can use as a stain on the lip and then you can take it on the cheeks as well. This is from Huda Beauty. These are just really special in my opinion. I love the texture. I love the wear time. This is like budge proof extreme. So if you needed to look cute for days, you probably could with these. Like you literally probably could. It will not go anywhere. It will stain you until you decide you're done with it. And that's that. Really fun shade range that she has. And I just wanted to shout them out that I am still loving them. Also, Cure Wise. I think I finally said that correctly. Ba-bam. Really cool packaging. Refillable, very fancy. It feels heavy. Like I could break my camera lens with one. Like these are heavy. But the formula on here, I would say the closest to this is the Honest formula. This has a really buttery texture and it's not a shiny dry down, but it has a little bit of slip. A lot of really cushy ingredients, good for the skin ingredients, is on the moisturizing side. So if you have dry skin and you want to splurge, you will not be disappointed. They are so good. They're available at Blue Mercury. And then here's like the surprise smash hit. I just tried this. Love at First Sight. Makeup by Mario. I feel so terrible. I think I've been saying his name wrong for a really long time. And I started hearing everybody else say Mario, not Mario. And I'm like, oh, like I don't want to be that person. Like people will call me Tati, like with a D. And it's fine. It's good. Like I'll still be like, hey, what's up? Like I'm not going to get all weird about it, but you want to say someone's name right. So let me know in the comments. Have I been saying his name wrong? I feel bad. But this plumping blush, oh, joy. This is just a gorgeous formula. It says it's a blush veil. You just dive on in here and it has this buttery texture, right? Like it's buttery, serumy, smooth, but somehow also kind of matte while hydrating. I would say this is like the hybrid of the whole lot. I saved the best for last because this is so easy to wear with any kind of makeup, whether you're going for the glow or a more matte finish, whether you are an oily skin or dry, I think you would have a good time with this blush. If you're specifically looking for cream and you're like, I just want the perfect cream blush, this is it. I have one more shade that I have not tried yet that I'm so excited to try. Oh my gosh. Oh yes, that would look good today actually. This is beautiful. Let's just leave with a nice chest swatch. Look at that. Wow, that is stunning. Stunning, stunning. I am so all about the blush life. What is your guys' favorite? Lurking in the corner at me are the Charlotte Tilbury blushes. I'm still trying to get into them. I do like them. I love the matte blush specifically. They are super saturated, so I wanted to share my favorite option for like the biggest, boldest, like the boom of color. If you want color and you're not shy about it and you want that blush to really show up, I would say go with Charlotte Tilbury. The formulation on the matte one specifically is out of this world, really, really good. But if you want the kind of, I'm perfect and I didn't even try somehow, but look, I have a cute blush on, then I would say this is the slam dunk. I'm also just so super into the Tarte formula for a more juiced up, like if I'm not wearing makeup and I'm not gonna do highlight and I'm not gonna over powder, I would say I would go with the Tarte. Okay, those are my thoughts on the land of blush. I can't believe I have so much blush in front of me, and like, here's the thing. I want more, and that's just not right, but I'm a makeup reviewer. I think I'm gonna order the Tower 28, the purple one. It was so beautiful. I was lurking online just staring at it, and I'm like, I think I need it. So I will try it on somewhere, I am sure. All right, you guys, so there we have it, the blush rundown, the best blushes in the game. Let me know what your favorites are in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. Other than that, go and have a good one, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah.